Kaimon Rucker.
Kaimon, what was the issue you guys were having, especially their run game? A lot of those inside runs, they were getting big chunks a good part of the night.
From my perspective, there's not really anything that I could really see personally of what was going on. So I can't really speak on that specifically, but I mean, you know, Virginia had a plan. They stuck to their outside zone, split outside zone plays, and they were very successful off of them. But in particular, I don't know what happened in general from all the way across the board. I can't really tell you specifically, but I mean, Virginia came to play and we weren't, so.
Did you have a sense at some point early in the game that something maybe was a little bit off with you guys collectively?
No, I just felt like we did everything we could. Virginia just happened to have us on a one-up, so, you know, I feel like we were ready to play. We just had a lot of misfits. We didn't execute a lot of the plays that were given, so it is what it is. So, I mean, like, there's not really anything that I could say on that.
Mac looked like he pulled you aside there, I think sometime in the first half, and there was a lot of frustration. And talked to you briefly, and you kind of went almost to every individual guy in the defense just to kind of talk to them. What did Mac kind of tell you, and what was that moment like for you?
All he told me was to just kind of like, you know, keep my hands out of the face of the offensive lineman and just like not to talk as much. Again, we're competitors. We're going to talk. It happens, especially when you go against, you know, one of the oldest rivalry in the South. So, you know, there's going to be some chirping, and I did some myself, but it is what it is. But the biggest thing for me, we got a lot of leaders on this team. Sid is a very emotional leader, so is Power. So with them being very emotional leaders, I'm kind of like the mediator. I just like to keep everybody in check, you know, make sure, keep everybody's heads up to make sure everybody understands, like, listen, here, just because it's not looking too right now, you know, we still got to keep our heads up. We still got a game to play. So that was essentially what happened in that stint of time.
Kind of talking about the emotional leaders of you guys. Did you feel like tonight was the first time maybe the frustration snowballed over across multiple quarters?
I mean, I believe so, just a little bit. But I mean, you know, just for the fact that there were some runs that were made that we should have stopped and we didn't. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, we're competitors. So for us to have that happen, and then for how we want to raise our standard of defense, we didn't play that today. So of course there were some frustrations that happened today. So it kind of boiled over just a tad.
And then you said going into today, you felt like you were, you know, prepared, ready to play, things of that nature. Throughout practice throughout the week, did you feel the approach was pretty much the same as the prior weeks, as far as just obviously the preparation and just your all's mentality going into the game?
Yeah, I feel like the approach was the same each and every week prior to this. Like I said, you know, Virginia, they played us well, they schemed us well, they had plays, killed us on a quarterback draw, and then they hit some play action passes off of it. So, you know, they were ready to play, they had a plan, and they came to play. So, I mean, like, there wasn't really anything different on an emotional aspect of how we could have came in different. But, you know, I feel like we had the energy going throughout the week. You know, it's just Virginia was ready to play today.
You have to get up tomorrow and ask Mac about having a little bit of a different message to you guys because you've won the first 6. In your mind, as one of the leaders and one of the spokesmen on defense, what kind of stuff do you guys discuss tomorrow to eventually cut the cord to this and move forward as quickly as you can?
Figure out what we did wrong. I mean, there's not really much to it than that. I mean, just figure out the mistakes that we made, why we made those mistakes, and anything that we can do from fixing to here on out. So it's going to be uncomfortable conversations tomorrow, but it's needed. We lost, so, you know, we got to have these conversations in order to move forward and win out for the rest of the season. That's our plan. So,
you guys have obviously been able to sort of find the adjustments in some of these games and you know, correct the course and win every one. Was it almost surprising that you weren't able to make the right adjustments or sort of figure it out on the fly tonight?
People are human. People are going to make mistakes. Not everybody's going to have a fix-all when it comes to stuff like this. So, you know, you can't really say we didn't have an answer. We couldn't really make adjustments. We did make adjustments. Like I said, Virginia, they, just like any team would, they would make adjustments as well. So it's just one of those things where we made adjustments, they made adjustments. We just had to see who would execute them better. Virginia executed them better. So,
looking at how last year ended, what do you and the team vertically need to do differently to make sure like this loss doesn't snowball and compound into multiple losses in this year?
Keep our confidence. Don't let one game define who we are. You know, obviously is a very tough loss for us. This is not a loss that we expected nor that we won't. But we can't let this carry on until the next week. We got to have amnesia with this, move forward, and continue to get better each and every week, whether that's bringing more energy, whether that's being more positive on the sideline, whatever that case may be. But, you know, we just got to keep on grinding, keep chopping, and go on to the next week.
Guys good?
Andrew, you know what's up. You can go.
All right.